Welcome, fellow adventurers. Today we're not just looking at a map, we're stepping into it. We're venturing into Namibia, a land of stark contrasts and breathtaking beauty for those who crave true adventure. Here, ancient landscapes test your spirit and reward you with awe. We'll stand before fiery dunes, walk a coastline where desert meets sea, and gaze into a canyon that defies comprehension. This journey is about connection, feeling small in the face of immensity, and finding peace in that feeling. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's step into the wild together. The adventure begins now. Our first stop is Sossusvlei, a living sea of sand, where the landscape seems to ripple and move beneath the relentless African sun. Here, the Namib Desert stretches out in all directions, a vast expanse of ochre and gold, shaped by wind and time into a place that feels both ancient and alive. Sossusvlei is home to some of the world's tallest dunes, some rising over 300 meters, giants sculpted by centuries of shifting winds. Standing at the base of these towering dunes, you feel dwarfed by their sheer scale, a reminder of nature's power and patience. At dawn, the dunes ignite in fiery reds and oranges, their shapes shifting with every minute as the sun climbs higher. The light dances across the sand, painting the landscape in ever-changing hues, and for a brief moment, the desert feels ablaze, a true sea of fire. Climbing these giants, like the famous Dune 45 or the even taller Big Daddy, is a test of endurance and determination. Each step up the soft, shifting sand is a challenge, but as you reach the summit, the reward is breathtaking. An endless ocean of red dunes stretching to the horizon, undulating like waves frozen in time. The wind at the top carries whispers of ancient stories, and the view is nothing short of otherworldly. Nestled among these dunes lies Sossusvlei, a white clay pan that stands in stark contrast to the vibrant sands and deep blue sky. Here, ancient camelthorn trees, long dead but perfectly preserved by the arid climate, rise like sculptures from the cracked earth, their blackened branches reaching skyward. The silence here is profound, almost overwhelming. The stillness feels ancient and sacred, as if time itself has paused to honor this place. Every footstep echoes, and the air is thick with the weight of history. Walking among the dead trees, you sense the ghosts of rivers long gone, a monument to change and resilience. The ground beneath your feet was once a thriving wetland, now transformed by drought and shifting sands into a hauntingly beautiful graveyard of wood and clay. As the sun sets, the dunes soften into purples and pinks, and the desert cools. The heat of the day fades, replaced by a gentle breeze, and the landscape transforms once again, bathed in the soft glow of evening. Shadows stretch across the sand, and the world feels peaceful, almost dreamlike. Night brings a sky ablaze with stars, the Milky Way so clear it feels within reach. The desert, so harsh by day, becomes a place of wonder by night. The silence deepens, and the vastness of the universe is laid bare above you. Life here is tough, but the rewards are immeasurable. Oryx antelope and desert beetles have adapted to survive the heat and dryness. The oryx, with its striking horns and pale coat, is perfectly suited to the desert, able to go days without water. Even the smallest creatures, like the tenacious beetle, have found ingenious ways to thrive in this unforgiving environment, collecting moisture from the morning fog. Every ripple in the sand, every cracked pan, tells a story of time and endurance. The patterns etched into the earth are a living record of wind, water, and the relentless march of time. Sossusvlei is a place that challenges you physically and rewards you spiritually. It invites you to slow down, to listen, and to reflect on your place in the world. Here, surrounded by silence and beauty, you find a rare sense of peace and perspective. Leaving you carry the memory of burning dunes, soft sand, and desert silence, a reminder of the wild beauty still left in our world. Sossusvlei lingers in your mind long after you've gone, a testament to the power of nature and the enduring spirit of the desert. Next, we head west to the Skeleton Coast, where the Namib Desert collides with the cold Atlantic. This is one of the most unique and starkly beautiful places on Earth, where the golden sands of the desert meet the deep blue of the ocean in a dramatic and almost surreal landscape. This coastline, shrouded in fog, is a graveyard for ships, rusted hulls and bones scattered along the shore. The treacherous waters and dense fog have claimed countless vessels over the centuries, earning it the name the Gates of Hell from Portuguese sailors. The landscape is haunting, endless sand, gravel plains and a churning gray sea under a blanket of mist. The fog rolls in from the ocean, creating an eerie and otherworldly atmosphere that feels like stepping into a different realm. Life here is resilient. Cape fur seals gather in massive colonies, their calls echoing through the fog. These seals thrive in the harsh conditions, finding sustenance in the rich fishing grounds just offshore. The fog itself sustains a unique ecosystem. Beetles and plants have evolved to capture its moisture. These adaptations are a testament to the incredible resilience and ingenuity of life in one of the planet's most challenging environments. Exploring the Skeleton Coast is an adventure in solitude and introspection. The vast empty beaches and the omnipresent fog create a sense of isolation that is both humbling and awe-inspiring. Abandoned diamond camps and ghost towns are reminders of human ambition, slowly reclaimed by the desert. These remnants of past endeavors stand as silent witnesses to the relentless power of nature and the passage of time. The Himba people, with their ancient knowledge, survive in this harsh environment, a living link to the past. Their traditional way of life and deep connection to the land offer a glimpse into a world that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. The weather is unpredictable, one moment fog, the next, sun revealing stark beauty. This ever-changing climate adds to the mystique and allure of the Skeleton Coast, making every visit a unique experience. The Skeleton Coast isn't for casual tourists. It's for explorers seeking raw, untamed places. Those who venture here are rewarded with a profound sense of discovery and a deeper appreciation for the natural world. Here, you confront the power of nature and leave with a sense of awe and respect for this land of ghosts and survivors. The Skeleton Coast is a place where the past and present coexist, and where the relentless forces of nature continue to shape the landscape in ways both subtle and dramatic. Our journey takes us deep into the heart of southern Namibia, where the land opens up into a breathtaking spectacle: Fish River Canyon. This is Africa's largest canyon, a colossal chasm that stretches for over 160 kilometers, making it the second largest in the world after the Grand Canyon. Here, the earth seems to split apart, revealing a dramatic landscape carved by time and the relentless flow of the Fish River. Standing on the rim, you're confronted by a staggering panorama, a labyrinth of cliffs, plateaus, and gorges plunging more than 500 meters to the canyon floor. The sheer scale is almost impossible to grasp, as the canyon twists and turns, its walls etched with the scars of ancient geological upheavals. At sunrise, the first light spills over the horizon, painting the canyon in shifting hues of gold, orange, and pink. As the sun sets, the rocks seem to catch fire, glowing with a warmth that belies the cool desert air. These moments, fleeting and magical, transform the landscape into a living canvas. For those who crave adventure, the Fish River Canyon Trail beckons. This legendary 85-kilometer trek winds through the canyon's depths, challenging hikers with rugged terrain, river crossings, and steep descents. It's a journey that demands endurance, but rewards with solitude, raw beauty, and a profound sense of accomplishment. As night falls, the canyon transforms once again. Down in its depths, you're cut off from the outside world, enveloped by ancient silence. The sky above explodes with stars, undimmed by city lights, and the only sounds are the whisper of the wind and the distant call of nocturnal animals. The geology of Fish River Canyon is a living storybook of Earth's history. Layer upon layer of rock, some dating back over 500 million years, reveal the forces that shape this land: volcanic eruptions, shifting continents, and the slow, persistent work of water and wind. Despite the harsh, arid environment, life finds a way. Klipspringers leap nimbly among the rocks, baboons bark and forage along the cliffs, and at eyes, hot springs bubble up from deep underground, offering weary travelers a soothing respite. The canyon is a place of resilience, where both wildlife and people adapt to survive. From the riverbed, gazing up at the towering cliffs, you can't help but feel humbled. The scale and age of the canyon put your own existence into perspective, reminding you of the vastness and power of nature, and your own small place within it. Fish River Canyon is more than just a spectacular view. It's an experience that challenges your body, stirs your imagination, and leaves a lasting imprint on your soul. Here, in this ancient chasm, you discover not only the story of the Earth, but perhaps a new chapter in your own. In Damaraland, Spitzkop rises from the plains, a cluster of bald granite peaks, the Matterhorn of Namibia. For centuries it's been sacred to the Sand People, their ancient rock art hidden among the boulders. Climbers and hikers find endless adventure here, scrambling up smooth granite for panoramic desert views. The Rock Arch, a natural bridge, frames the landscape, especially magical at sunrise or sunset. After dark, Spitzkoppe becomes a stargazer's paradise. The Milky Way blazes overhead, the silence absolute. Camping among the boulders, you wake to the peaks glowing in dawn's first light. The granite creates microclimates, sheltering unique plants and animals, rock hyraxes, colorful lizards and more. The rocks themselves are sculpted into fantastical forms, each with its own story. Spitzkoppe invites you to slow down, connect with nature, and lose yourself in the beauty of rock, sky, and silence. It's a place that recharges your spirit and leaves you with a sense of wonder. Our final stop is Etosha National Park, one of Africa's greatest wildlife sanctuaries. The heart of Etosha is a vast white salt pan, visible from space. In the dry season, animals gather at waterholes: springbok, zebra, wildebeest, giraffes, and more. Lions lurk nearby, blending into the grass, while black rhinos visit at dusk, often seen at floodlit waterholes. Massive elephant herds arrive, interacting and communicating in fascinating ways. Away from the pan, savanna, woodland, and bush support a diversity of species from tiny dik-diks to majestic gemsbok. Birdlife is prolific, with over 340 species recorded. Mirages on the pan create dreamlike illusions, herds floating on shimmering horizons. The wet season brings renewal. Rains fill the pan, flamingos and pelicans arrive, and the landscape turns green. Etosha is a living lesson in the circle of life, beauty, tenderness, and the harsh realities of nature. Visiting here is a journey back to a wilder world and a reminder of the importance of preserving these ecosystems. Our journey through Namibia's wild heart ends here. We've stood on fiery dunes, walked shipwrecked coasts, gazed into ancient canyons, slept under stars, and witnessed Africa's wildlife. These are more than places. They're experiences that challenge and inspire. If this journey sparked your sense of wonder, consider subscribing to join our community of explorers. Your support helps us keep sharing these immersive, ad-free adventures. By subscribing, you help build a space dedicated to pure travel inspiration and a deep connection with nature. Until our next adventure, stay wild and never stop exploring. Thank you for coming along.